Please pardon our appearance. We don't like leaving the place like this. All right, so it is the end of February, last couple days of February here, and I have to say, the place is kind of destroyed. What's going on at this time of year is we are getting in all sorts of shipments in. All our spring stock that's going to carry us through May, June, into July is all coming in at once. So we started with the patio, and then now working on our early buy for all the aquascape products, revamping everything, and just wanted to walk you through, kind of highlight some of the big changes we're making, and see what your thoughts are. All right, so we'll start here with something decorative. The rookies just rebuilt this waterfall today. We're getting into the final layout, letting them play one last time. So they've been doing a great job in the little sandbox over here. Plants are still need a little time acclimating. Polishing in the areas getting done over the next week. But I think the rookies did a good job with this display. But by far, the favorite has been the patio, starting to work away with the stacked slate urns and such. And then now they're just going to continue working their way around, making the final polish on the landscape for spring. But overall, I have to say, this area is looking much better. Now, the not so nice looking area. So this area here, revamping everything on the pond wall. This structure we built last year for a hand select fish and for more of the imported koi and such like that. But we realized that fountains and the little fountainscapes, aquascapes always coming out with great new features. But the biggest issue is these little stacked slate urns do not sell or portray how cool they are in a cardboard box. So what we decided to do is take this area here, and we took out all the fish. The crew moved over and put in fish tanks on here. So this will be where our hand select koi and imports will be. A whole lot more space outside. But this whole area now is going to be gutted. This is all product, all being redone, stocking out the walls, cleaning all that up for spring. But within next week, this whole area is going to be all fountains. So we're going to be doing rock fountains, stacked slate urns. Aquascape came out with a ton of little spitter, little fairy fountains and such. So this whole area here is going to be a great way to debut these fountains, so you can actually see how they run, see how they function. We'll even have some literature out on how to do it yourself. Plus, with this dark structure like this, we're going to be able to actually even highlight all this area with some lighting. So this is going to be a really cool looking fountain display. That'll come together next week. First step is getting all the product tagged and out, and then clean the area up. That'll be the next big project. Now for the rest of the greenhouse. Pretty amazing to think that, or hard to believe rather for me, is that pansies are already potted up. Violas are already potted up. The plugs for Newport's hanging baskets and our cold crops are coming in. All these plants are already coming in from every day now for the rest of the spring, for the next couple months. Every week we're going to be getting in little baby plug trays like these guys here. So this is actually our first crop of spring vegetables. And they come in as little tiny baby plugs. We'll take these home to the greenhouses, pot them up, and they'll be ready to go in a couple months. And the one big thing also was our chemical wall. Not the least fun, but necessary product line out of the entire store. Heavy organics, heavy naturals, brought on a few more alternative treatments for insects and such that, again, looking for the naturals. But chemicals are a least fun area, and but a necessity with some pests. So we've kind of went through line by line. Last year, we made a big push to switch to Fertilome. And they're expanding their product lines. Reason for that is because Fertilome is one of the last American-made companies that is a great farmer. It's more of a co-op chemical company for the green industry, for insects, for lawn and garden. And if we're going to have to deal with supply chain issues, I'd rather be pulling in anytime we can from Made in America and secure that we have what we need when we need it. So we've kind of ramped up and reworked this whole area. Not so special on the aesthetic side, but I think a cool option. That's one more product line we can do from America. Seed starting supplies are fully stocked out, and again, we've been pushing Coast of Maine, great organic, American-made company. Can't go wrong with Coast of Maine. So we've expanded this whole section here because vegetable seed starting, these selections keep getting bigger and bigger, and so we'll try to make sure that you have everything you need to be able to grow those plants out in time for spring. These new bamboo tabletop fountains that come complete set for one tray, and light systems. These have been a popular item this year. Just something new that's a little bit more decorative if you're trying to grow something up on a patio, or rather up on your counter. So overall, everything is being revamped. We kind of rip everything out at this time of year and put it back together. So I appreciate everybody's patience as we've as they try to navigate the store and try to go through, and as they come in this cases and boxes, and we're trying so hard to keep the place presentable, but at the same time, sometimes you got to make it a mess before we can make it look better. So thank you for your patience. One last area that is by far the most popular section at this time of year are the chick days are finally here. So anybody that's been coming in for the baby chicks, we have about 4 or 5 stocks that are coming in. Every couple of weeks we're getting another batch. And so we are doing again our little pre-order if you need specific varieties, but we're going to have a steady supply here of chicks on and off. But these little guys are always the most fun to come on in and get a little daily dose of cuteness. So that's it. Those chicks are here. They're going to be here for on and off. So if you're looking to shake off the winter blues, by this weekend, the greenhouse will be much more presentable and put together and a little bit more polished. Over the next week or so, everything kind of just gets a little bit more organized. The plants start growing bigger, starts looking like spring. So it may not quite feel like spring outside there, but it does in the greenhouse. So come on and visit, check out the baby chicks, come out, sit by the patio, have a cup of coffee, whatever it takes. We'll be in much better shape by this weekend. Thank you very much and take care.